What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 11 and year number 6 of our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators picked up a victory to improve to 8-2 on the season. Things really started looking bad for the Aviators when Tyson Russell went down with an injury, and then Brady Rogers following him. However, the Aviators have been okay, and they really got lucky with the schedule. After those players went down, our games have been quite easy games, and next up is another one. The 2-8 Detroit Lions, really not doing that good on the season, and I think we have enough talent around Matt Scott that we can still make this happen. Let's go ahead and get going with some scouting though. See if we can find any players that we might need. Again, we're probably mostly looking for backups here, but you never really know. I keep saying that, and we keep ending up finding pretty solid players to add to our team anyway. And if we can continue to do that, I'm sure that we are going to be adding some great players. I mean, look at this guy, third round guy, 6'4", B catching, B spectacular catch. Definitely a guy that could be a weapon in a later round. Here's another third round guy, also 6'4" with B plus catching. We like to see that, but we don't really need a wide receiver a whole lot. One thing we might need is somebody to replace Dorial Green Beckham in the future. I don't know if he's a player that we're going to be able to re-sign. It's something that we do have to consider as we go down the list. See if we find any more B plus guys around here. There's one. Here's one way down here in the 7th round. At center, we have a few centers already, but impact block is actually the most expensive to upgrade down here. Johnny Boone, third round guy, but pretty solid stats. I don't know what his pass block is. That is a little bit worrisome. Run block doesn't look good after that though. Just continuing to scout these B plus attributes, see if I can find a guy that has 2. He does, but I'm out of points now. We'll have to check him out next time. 6'7" though, got a lot of size, which you like to see there. Let's go ahead and check out our injury report. See how we're doing. We'll also look at the Lions while we are here. And Williamson, again, he's done for the season. Brady Rogers, done for the season. Chance Jokel out for 1 more week. And then 4 more weeks for Tyson Russell. And we'll have him back, but Matt Scott's looking pretty strong so far, making it happen. He's getting a lot of help from his wide receivers, and I think that's really, you know, any quarterback's job is going to be pretty easy if you have great wide receivers, and we have just that with Curtis Harden. Sean Sutton's been playing incredible as well. So no major injuries here for the Lions. They do have a few, but nothing too serious. Nobody over an 80 overall. Let's go ahead and check out their depth chart. Again, they're only 2-8 on the season. Things are not going their way, and we are about to find out why. At quarterback, Cam Hopkins, only an 82 overall in his 4th year, really has not materialized the way they were hoping he would. Just kind of a below average quarterback. They do have Giovanni Bernard at running back with David Johnson, at fullback Malcolm Cole, at wide receiver Michael Floyd and Josh Gordon with Golden Tate. So a great wide receiver core here. You would think it'd be a lot easier for that quarterback to develop, but it just hasn't been happening for him. Even a great second year pro Malik Dean here. There's a lot of firepower here, especially even though they have Gio at the running game. So they have a lot on offense to work with. He's just unable to get it done, and it could be because of the offensive line. But looking at this, I mean, offensive line, at least the left side is solid. The right side's where it gets a little bit weaker, at least at center and right guard. But even over here, they have Khalil. I don't know why they are 2-8. Maybe it's a defensive thing, but looking at their defensive line, it's solid. This team is looking much better than their record would indicate, I would say. The injury to Malone here could be pretty big if they're running a 3-4, but I don't know that that's the case anymore. Slay's 86, or Darius Slay 86 overall. Malcolm Butler 79, Boyette 79. Not a great secondary, and we've seen a lot of teams that don't have great secondaries, and that's really where the Aviators can take advantage of mismatches. We have enough great players in the receiving game that if they don't bring their best against us, we're probably going to be pretty solid. They do have Jamal Avery, 94 overall in his 5th year here. Overall, a pretty solid team, though. I don't really know why they are struggling to the degree that they are. That's definitely looks like a better roster than 2-8 to me. But again, their quarterback, really not all that great, and that definitely poses some issues for him. Let's go ahead and check out the awards here, see what we got. And Russell Wilson, 32 of 41, 446 yards, 4 passing touchdowns for him. Kendricks with 2 interceptions to go with 12 tackles. Jenkins, 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, a fumble forced, and a fumble recovered. And Oliver for the Dolphins, 15 of 26, only 189 passing yards. He did get 3 passing touchdowns to go with 2 rushing touchdowns, though. So a pretty solid performance from him. We'll also look at the MVP awards really quick, see what we got here. Russell Wilson leading the way, Josh Broussard 2, Teddy Bridgewater 3, Max Austin 4, Mariota at 5, James Gomez 6, Blake Bortles coming in at number 7, Brody Jennings at 8, Andrew Luck 9, and Demetrius Pearson coming in at number 10. What I do want to look at, though, is Rodman Scott's going to be number 2 for Offensive Player of the Year. What I'm really curious about here, though, is where's Curtis Harden? This guy is having... was Kerry Patrick really down there? Kerry Patrick getting it done, huh? All right, fair enough. So we see that. We'll check all this out later. And Russell, despite the injury, is still on this list. I don't know that he'll be there for much longer, though. Rodman Scott coming through as the best running back in the NFL? I did not anticipate that. And look at how poor so many of these teams are doing. It is bizarre looking at this. Wide receiver, though, Curtis Harden is having a killer season. A killer season. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out. But, I am shocked to see that the best running back, I mean, he has 12 touchdowns. That's really what it comes down to. Okay, he's not running the ball for a whole lot per carry. 4.1 is solid. It's not what we were getting out of him last year or anything, or out of Bishop Sankey. But we're doing a great job of getting him in position where he can make a short yardage run, and he is capitalizing on that. But look at this. Look at this. 69 giggy catches already. Nearly 1,300 yards already. 11 touchdowns. I mean, Curtis Harden is just a man among men in this league. And I'm hoping we can build him up a Hall of Fame career. It's going to be interesting. That is going to be it for this episode, though, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did. And I will see you guys in Week 12 as we take on the Detroit Lions. Later.